Hey guys, and welcome back to my first video of 2021. Hope you all are having a good day. I hope that everyone had a lovely holiday break, whatever you were celebrating. If anything, I was away with my family, which was lovely, and now we're back to work and back to reality, but also back to my craft room, which is really exciting. So I am here today to share with you these gorgeous how I made these gorgeous butterfly embellishments, layered butterflies, and this is for a little collaboration inspiration Valentine's embellishment challenge I'm doing with my friend Alisha from Love Letter Generation. I love doing little challenges and collaborations with friends. It's just a really great way to inspire me to create something, and also to a little bit of a motivation to actually like make a video and get myself back into creating. So Alisha had been making some gorgeous Valentine's goodies, and I was like, hey, should we do a wee collaboration challenge with each other just to do something fun? And this is what I came up with. I will do a little disclaimer that I started off by making all these sewn vellum and what's this, glassine hearts, thinking that I was going to do something with them, and I just couldn't get that idea under control. So I went back and started again, and I thought I would recreate these gorgeous little layered butterflies I've made before that are inspired by the Crepe Paper Notes and Things collection. I was looking through something the other day and I found, gosh, I'm just rabbiting on. I found this little Notes and Things book that I'd made ages ago, and somewhere in there is some of these little layered butterflies, and I thought I love these, so I'm going to make some more. So I created mine. Here's all my bits and pieces. I actually cut these all out on my Cricut. I just made a little file, like a cut file, using one of the butterflies from the AC Digital's collection, like created an outline of it from the Notes and Things collection, and so I cut them out in all different sizes. I cut them out in all these Valentine sort of papers, some black and white, and then I also cut some in gold glitter. What else have I got in here? Some vellum, and also a little bit of that mylar acetate stuff, because I just love how that looks, but I only cut a couple because I need to get a new mat for my silhouette, my cameo, and for my silhouette actually. So I cut them in different sizes. The biggest one is about just over 2 inches by 1.5 inches, so they're just various sizes going down. So I've got a whole lot of those. You also need some double-sided foam tape. I used some glue dots to package them up. I've got these little heart enamel dots that are from a couple of Valentine's days ago from some pen pals, but for the middle you could use anything you want. I've got some more of those hearts. I've got some just normal enamel dots. These little words that I've used on some of them are from Pebbles collection, and I just cut them out because they were on this edge of a piece of paper. I was cutting some of these butterflies out, but you could just use any little word stickers. I've got these ones from Crepe Paper. You could write your own. This is just what I'm using, so I'm just showing you what I've got. I've got all the butterflies here. I've got a little sequin mix I made, and also some cut down pieces of acetate and little bags to package them up at the end. So I'm not going to actually sew any of these this time because I've already sewn a bunch, and also because I find it really hard to film my sewing machine, but I'll show you how I do it. So I just line up a few different colors of the biggest layer, and then I just sort of go through and pick other layers to go on top. So I try and do like a solid color or a pattern, and then like a contrasting one. I love that mylar on top of other things because it kind of just gives it that real shimmery feel. I love the little black and white with the pink and red, and I really just play around like that. So I quite like how these ones were just a tiny bit bigger and it just pokes out. So I just make a little selection of them, and then I layer them up so all the middle bits are all together, so they're all aligned like that. And then I just use, sorry, I put this away. Oh. I just use one of these little, these are called Wonder Clips, and they're for sewing, but they're really great for just holding things together. You could use a little clamp, a paper clip. You can just hold them with your fingers, which is what I do sometimes because I get frustrated with these little things because they're quite fiddly. But you just hold them together however you want. You could even just use a little tiny bit of glue, but that may clog up your sewing machine. And then I just stitch back and forth a couple of times along the middle, and then I leave all my strings quite long because I just love that look of the wee floaty bits of cotton. You could just use a stapler. I don't see why not. I just use my tiny attacher, line it up right in the middle, and that's perfect. So that's actually like a really easy way to do it. I just love the texture that the stitching adds, but by all means just use a stapler if you don't want to sew, or if you don't have a sewing machine. Just, there's no rules. Then I'm going to pick a few, so I've just picked these ones out. I don't know why. I was just going to start doing them last night, but then I thought I will film my little video, not just a project share. I'll make sure I show you how I did them. So I've got some different sizes. I didn't do them all with the biggest, so I just went right down to the teeny tiny layers. I love having some kind of gold or metallic in all of them. I love the gold glitter. I think it really pops with the red and the pink. So that is that there. But I mean, I've got heaps of them here, just whatever you like. And then I was using these in this. So I forgot all the bits I actually need, and some of these little words. I was doing little sets of 4, and I was making them, some have a tiny word stuck in and some have the little heart, so it's just really a mix and match. I liked these longer words on the bigger ones, so like that. And then these little tiny hearts I was just attaching with one of these little tiny foam squares, and for example we just stick it on the back there, try and center it, and pop that in the middle. And then I will use a wee red one for this other one. These are really cute, but you could use jimmies or pom-poms or whatever you want. This is just my little take on these. Lots of people make different ones like this, and I just love how these turn out. So then on these little tiny ones, I'm only really going to be able to fit the really small ones. So I've got some of these really great, which I absolutely love, crepe paper, not crepe paper. These are from scrapbook.com. They come in, I've mentioned them before, these big long sheets of pre-cut thin strips of foam, and they're perfect for making like Polaroid shakers or shaker frames because they're just so skinny and they're pre-cut. And then we just put these teeny tiny ones right in the middle. This foam tape I'm using is quite sticky, but you could use a little bit of hot glue or some kind of glue to stick. Oh, I've got the back off quite fiddly, to stick them down just to make sure they don't pop off, because there was quite a bit of texture here with the stitching in the middle, especially on these little ones because you're using such a small bit. But you see that I just love adding the wee bit of foam because it gives you a bit more texture, a bit more dimension, and it also allows these butterfly wings to flap up. And then for the longer words, I just use these little strips, foam strips, stick them on the back and just sort of not the whole way along if the word's quite long, just because then you'll have foam tape sticking out the sides. And then I just pop that in the middle, and I just love how these have turned out. I'll just do one more. These little words from Pebbles are so cute. There's so many different words you can use. I think that you could use tiny word stickers. I was just trying to use all my scraps up, and I love how they turned out. And then I just use some of these smaller ones, like I love you, on the smaller butterflies, and I just think it's a great way of doing that. So let me just move all those bits out of the way. I'm not very good with the tidying up as I go along, and all the strings make them quite get quite messy, but I'll just actually do one more because I haven't done that last butterfly and it was a bit of a waste. And on this one I'll just put you and me. And, oh, upside down like that, and that is super easy. So you could put anything in the middle that you wanted, but if I move those up to the side, I just thought I'd really quickly, I mean, you don't really need me to show you this, but show you how I'm packaging these ones up. So I got some of these glue dots from my friend Alisha Wagman, who is Alisha's Crafty Hot Blob, and I can't get these here, but these are great because they're removable dots. And so what I was going to do is put them on and then stick them on there so you could remove them. But what I'm going to do is pull them off so you've got the clear bit at the back and leave it like that. And then I was just using my Tombow adhesive roller to attach them like this. Just because if you leave them, then your pen pal can take them off. She could gift them. You could use them for something else. It just makes you have a little bit more flexibility about when you remove them, because quite often when you remove things that have glue dots on the back, it can damage them. But hopefully this way that won't happen. So, and one more. So I was just packaging these up because I found these little bags in my stash. I have a lot of these little bags. And this piece of acetate, nicely fit on the 4 butterflies, and I've got a little bag to put them in, and so I pop them in. They fit in just perfectly. I get a little scoop of sequin mix. This one's just one I made. Sort of just pop it down the bottom and try not to let it go everywhere because it will stick to all the bits, but who really cares? It's so pretty. It's just sequins. Tuck all those little bits in there, and then fold this bottom up, and then the sequin mix will just sit across the bottom, and you can just leave them like that, or you could put a little bag topper on the top, and then they're perfect to gift to your pen pals. So I just think they've turned out really lovely. I love all the mix of colors, and I will just quickly show you. Just lay them all out. These are all the ones I've made, so I've got enough for so many little sets. You could package them up differently. I love how they all they all coordinate because I've used pretty much all the same papers, but they are all different. They're all lovely. They will be perfect to add to some other embellishments or to some happy mail. So there you go. There is my little sweet Valentine's butterfly embellishments. Haven't added anything to that one, but they are just so cute, and I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or a question down below, and I will do my best to answer. I would love to see if you make some, so make sure you tag me if you do. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll have some more Valentine's crafts for you shortly. See you soon. Bye.